Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to solve a PortSwigger Web Academy lab called User Role Controlled by Request Parameter. This lab is a really cool example of how a hacker can get admin access just by manipulating a single request parameter, when the role management in an application is implemented the wrong way. Let's jump right in. So the objective of this lab is to access the admin panel, which is located at the endpoint/admin. The panel identifies administrators using a cookie that can be forged. And then our goal is to delete the user Carlos. We also have our own account in this application, which we can access with the credentials Wiener Peter. Alright, I've started the lab and here we see a shop with different items. On the left-hand side, I already started Burp Suite to analyze our traffic later. Let's log into our account and check which functions are available for us. We are logged in, and we can only update our own email address, no admin functionality at all. But as we already know where the admin panel is located, let's just try to access it and see if we're already allowed to use it. And we get an error message. Admin interface only available if logged in as an administrator. So we need to obtain the admin role somehow. But how? Let's go back to the My Account page and analyze the request with Burp Suite. Looking at the request, we can see that one of the cookies is admin equals false. So let's try to change this cookie and see what happens. We'll send this request over to Repeater. In Repeater, we change false to true for the admin cookie and send the request. The response is 200, meaning successful. Let's check if we can now see something related to admin functions. I'll type admin in the search field of the response. And we can see that the /admin interface is linked in the response as the admin panel. Now let's duplicate this request in Repeater with the shortcut Ctrl+R or right-click and send to Repeater. In the new request, we change the endpoint from /my-account to /admin, and we get a 200 response. Now let's search for anything related to Carlos, typing Carlos in the search field. And we can see the endpoint /admin/delete username equals Carlos. We copy it and replace the /admin endpoint in our request with this one. Send the request. The response shows the status code 302. We successfully deleted the user Carlos. The lab is solved. So let's quickly talk about why this actually worked. The application was using a cookie called admin to decide whether a user has admin privileges or not. The problem here is that cookies are stored on the client side, meaning on your own machine, and can be modified by anyone. The application was simply trusting whatever value was sent in that cookie without verifying it on the server side. A secure application should never make access control decisions based on user-controlled input like this. Instead, when you log in, the server should store your role, for example, in a server-side session, and check that every single time you try to access a protected resource. That way, it doesn't matter what you send in your request, because the server already knows who you are and what you're allowed to do. And that's exactly the gap we exploited here. The server was blindly trusting the client, and that's all we needed. We got full admin access just by changing one cookie value from false to true. The takeaway here is simple. Never trust client-side data for security decisions. Role checks always need to happen on the server side. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.